Hello and welcome inside Notre Dame High School in the nation's capital. It's the NPA Central National Session, the largest gathering of prep schools in Canadian basketball history. Is day 4 of 5 and the games just keep going. It's the home team Canada TopFlight Academy against Toronto Basketball Academy, CTA, TBA. Elias Alzin alongside Jason Tom, and we get things underway. It's a mistake on the jump, so it'll be CTA basketball. And Jason, we're in for a good one today.
I think you pointed it out yourself. There's a lot of stare downs going on in opening introductions. Not any mean-spirited, just kind of everybody understanding. Sure, yesterday Crestwood CTA may have been the marquee game of that day, but this could be the marquee matchup of the entire session.
3 balls up by Acott, no good. Rebounded now, TBA with possession. TBA in the black, CTA in the gold. Masters inside. Dump off pass, back out. It's Golazade inside, finished by Dewal. Khan, excuse me. Baseline. White drives. Dumps it off to Acott. Reverse layup is good. We have ourselves a tie ball game at 2 apiece. Masters in the paint. Can't get it to go, and White with the rebound the other way. Excuse me, Kalambe. Inside, Luke finishes, and CTA has their first lead of the ball game, 4-2. Golazade all the way to the hole, finishes through traffic. Back and forth action to start this ball game, 4-4. Luke, no good. Masters with the rebound for TBA. Masters kicks it out. 3 ball is up, no good, off the mark. Rebounded for CTA by Luke Chaudry. Baseline jumper and transition. It rolls in. CTA with the lead once again, 6-4. They love to put pressure on the defensive end.
Turnover there. Golazade and Marcus Masters, the 2 leaders for this TBA club, not on the same page there. I got to point out, though, Amir Golazade and Marcus Masters both wrote their SATs this morning in the Ottawa area. And I know Golazade had to travel a little further than Marcus Masters did to get those SATs in, and I know he's on just a couple hours sleep.
Turnaround move in the paint is good, and it falls by DeWall to tie things up once again. 7:40 to go. Back in 4th pace to begin this one here in the nation's capital. CTA and TBA locked up at 6 early. In the lane. Pass goes out of bounds. It's a turnover by CTA. It'll be TBA basketball.
That was Dragan Stajic with the turnover. Stajic had an outstanding opening game. Fouled out last night against Crestwood in a hotly contested affair that came down to the final minutes.
Masters inside. Rawal has a shorter player on him, but he camps out in the key, and that's a violation. 3 seconds in the key, turned over right back to CTA. Still a 6-6 ball game.
Great thing about these games being on YouTube is both these teams have been able to watch each other through all this session, so you can tell that there's a scouting report on both sides. It's going to be a coaching chess match a lot of the way.
Luke, no hesitation from deep. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Masters up ahead. Wall in the corner. The 3 ball. Khan answers right back.
I did not know of this kid before our East National session, and he came out, I don't want to say he stole the show, but he surprised everybody. But supposedly on our showcase circuit, he had himself a great showing as well. Has a strange running stride, very upright the way he does things. But, you know, the one thing I found when you're, young kids who have the size, so often you see them almost hunch over because they're around their classmates that aren't of the same height. They almost want to fit in. It's almost like a subconscious thing. You don't have that problem with Khan. He walks around, chest out, back out, always ready to go. And you know, he looks a lot taller than he actually is. But, I mean, he's a force out there on the floor.
First free throw is off the mark by Luke. Second attempt coming up right now. That one trickles in. Masters for TBA across midcourt all the way back out. Akot picks that one off and in transition for CTA. Stajic inside, back out. Chowdhury doesn't need any room to breathe. And he puts the three up, is fouled. TBA can't believe it. And it's going to be 3 free throws for Chowdhury.
I think more than anything, I believe there was some contact on the body there, but I was going to give Marcus Masters lots of props for getting out to that. He was right on him. And I think that's what the TBA coaching staff is saying, is that he had kicked out his feet because it was a great closeout by Masters. But Chowdhury did end up on the floor, and now he's going to be shooting 3 times from the stripe.
Chowdhury at the charity stripe, sinks the first one. Second one is good. Looks like it was a deep 2 then, according to the officials. 2 free throws, made them both. CTA has a 12-9 lead. Driving into the lane, no good. Second attempt is finished by Golazade. 1 point game now, 12-11 in the corner. Kalambe drives, reverse layup off the mark. Khan with the rebound. Up ahead for TBA the other way. Trying to dump it off is Sajic with the steal. Kalambe in transition, sidesteps his defender and finishes with the left.
Kalambe was the talk of the gym yesterday in that big win over Crestwood. The amount of people that were talking about this kid, from the coaches that were in attendance to just basketball community people that were in the stands, he really shone under the bright lights playing against Crestwood last night. So it'll be interesting to see how he continues to climb as this season progresses.
Substitutions for both teams here. Pofo checks in. Jahuan as well for TBA. And for CTA, it is Dyke who's into the ball game as we have a whistle. And Dyke picks up his first foul. First free throw is good. Second one by Masters drops as well. 1 point game, CTA leads, approaching the midway point of the first quarter, 14-13. Sajic drives the lane all the way with the left, finishes under control, attack in the rim. Masters the other way for TBA, can't get it to go. Offensive rebound, kicks it out. The 3 is up, off the mark. Long rebound goes to Luke for CTA. Luke in transition over Masters and finishes with the left himself.
You will not find a tougher point guard than Marcus Masters. This kid does not back down from anyone. You could try to dunk on him all you want. He's going to jump with you, and he's going to put his body into you. Very impressive point guard. And here's Amir Golazade. The difference with Golazade this year, this guy, the way his body control is, he can get himself through any little space that he finds.
Chowdhury quickly the other way, hits a baseline jumper. 20-15 is the lead for CTA, up by 5. Here is a deep 3, Golazade, no good. Climbing to get the rebound is Akot. The other way, he pushes it. looks to reset the offense. Sajic for CTA. 14 on the shot clock. Between the legs a couple of times. Inside to Dyke. 5 seconds. Dyke trying to find someone cutting, and it's a turnover by CTA. The other way, TBA comes. Layup is good, and that's Jahan. Jahan makes it. Chowdhury. Sajic, 3-ball, no good. Jahan with the rebound. Masters will put it up from beyond the arc. No good. Frantic pace here, back and forth. Couple of misses both ways, and we have a whistle. 2 free throws coming up for Ampofo.
One thing you will not do to this TBA squad, rarely will you see them get out-rebounded, rarely will you see them get outworked. The one thing that I would say I've seen from this team over a lot of years, sometimes they can become disengaged for stretches, and in those stretches that can cost them the game. And we've seen it a couple different times. They've had 2 heartbreaking losses in each of the first NPA National Championship tournaments. And the first was a loss in the semifinals. They had a berth in the finals on the line and lost an absolute heartbreaker. And then last year they drew a tough matchup in their first round and ended up losing there as well. So that's really fueling them. They have a couple seniors that they want to send off in a blaze of glory this year.
And right off the bench, it's Dubinsky from downtown.
And this CTA squad, like, they just keep running people out. Like, hadn't even said the name Wilson Dubinsky through 3 games in this session. Jumps off the bench and hits a 3, like you said.
Sajic with the rebound and pushing it for CTA the other way. Dubinsky once again in transition. That one is off the mark though, and here's Golazade for TBA losing it. Okenji picks it up for CTA. Sajic, Okenji, swing it. Kalamba from downtown, too strong, no good. Dubinsky with the offensive rebound to Kalamba, a little out of control, no good. It's the other way now. TBA right at the rim, no good, battling for it. And it goes out of bounds. It will stay with TBA. 23-18 is the score. CTA leads with 1:58 remaining in this opening quarter. In the corner, Masters. Masters drives in the paint. It's saved from going out of bounds. It is not, and it will be CTA basketball.
This is what I mean about TBA. I mean, they're only down 5 right now, but the body language on the floor is almost disinterest and disengaged, and I think that's why you see a timeout on the floor.
Timeout, 23-18 is the score. CTA leads with 1:46 to go in this opening quarter. We'll be back.
It's not a game. This is not a game. Don't waste your time. This is not for everybody. So you got to make a decision by the end of today if this is really what you want. Okay? I'm a 5'8" Arab kid, comes from a low-income family. My family was on welfare when we came up. Nobody expected us to be have North Pole Hoops in the position that we're in. But everyone that said no saw how hard we grinded and just beat down walls. So now, if you're not going to waste your time, your parents' time, your coaches, don't waste mine either. Because I fought for everything that I've got. And if you want it bad enough, I'm telling you, fight for it. Are we all on the same page?
Back inside Notre Dame High School, it is the NPA Central National Session. Day 4 of 5 at CTA and TBA. Kalamba All the way to the hole. Can't get it to go, but we'll head to the free throw line. For 2 shots, Kalambe will be at the free throw line for 2. And he's been aggressive with the basketball, Jason. We've seen him shoot it. Hasn't had a 3 drop yet, but once he's put his head to the ground and attacked the rim, he's been rewarded with free throws.
Well, he had a great game against Crestwood. In that same game, Moon Reith kind of re-injured an aggravated shoulder that he had, and Moon will not be playing in this game because of that shoulder. He's going to need himself a week or 2 to try to strengthen that muscle that he's injured. So good timing to see Kalambe doing what he's doing.
Shots off the mark, but there is a foul. Foul is on Kalambe. Golazade will be at the free throw line.
Fans starting to pile in right now, as is the Crestwood Lions, who will be playing next against North Star Preparatory Institute in our 6th of 7 games tonight. And then you have Halifax Prep taking on GTA Prep. GTA Prep will be playing their 2nd game of the day, and Crestwood playing their 2nd of the day at 6:30 against North Star.
Splits the free throws. Chowdhury now for CTA. They hold a 5-point lead with 1:20 to go in the opening quarter. Kalambe thought about it. Defender steps up to him inside. Spin move. Lots of contact there as it drops for inside for the CTA player, Dyke. 26-19, a minute to go. Golazade for TBA. He's had it going here in the opening quarter. Kalambe rebounds that one, and before going out of bounds, it is saved, but that one is deflected, and now it will be TBA basketball.
You can hear the TBA coaching staff has watched all the games from this session. The refs have been letting them play, as they say. And that's exactly what they're telling their boys. You're not going to get the whistle, so don't think about it. Just keep playing. I don't know, if I'm a player, I'd rather know that, I can play hard defense and maybe get away with the call. If on the other end you may get hit, you're going to have to take it stronger and finish through it. It's better than a 40 whistle game, right?
Of course, and as long as the game is being officiated properly on both ends of the floor for both teams, that no one's getting an easy call one way and no easy call the other, then you got to just appreciate it and go out there and play. As Luke collects the miss. Chowdhury. Luke. Here's Dubinsky. Couple dribbles inside, no good with that shot. And
Came off the bench, hit his first shot, and hasn't done anything since. Missed 3 straight, I think, after that.
Yeah. Masters, 8 seconds to go in the opening quarter. He attacks in the corner. 3 ball is up, no good. Ball's batted around. And at the end of the first quarter, CTA leads TBA 26-19. We'll be back with the second quarter here at the NPA Central National Session.
We've traveled across the country and back. 7 years running. Canada's basketball talent blossoms right before our eyes. From coast to coast. It's our job to bring it to the light. No gimmicks, just hard work on the hardwood. Who will step up to the plate this summer? Who will make their game undeniable and challenge every man in front of him? Game will speak.
Let's keep it going. Keep the intensity high. Get your feet square. Get your feet square.
Take it home, write it down, grab a homie, and work on it. Work on it, master it.
AJ Lawson, go! He gets it to go! Wow. Pick it up, Jalen.
Oh my God!
Top 10. Top 10.
Two-way players are the best players. Understand that. Two-way players are the best players.
Here's Sabri Phillip, two-hand jam.
Let's go, boy!
It doesn't matter from what city you're from, how tall you are, what school, what club you represent. Game speaks. There's no politics here.
Welcome back inside Notre Dame High School here in the nation's capital. Lysel's in alongside Jason Tom as we get the second quarter underway in a tight affair. 26-19 CTA leads up against TBA as the three ball is off the mark, batted around. And it's a foul on Umpofo. Sajic back out. Kalambe, one dribble. His three is off the mark. And Umpofo is fouled there by Luke, trying to crash the offensive boards.
TBA has to be happy that they're still within 7 right now. Definitely have not been able to get into their flow offensively after putting up 100 points there the other day.
Across midcourt, it's Masters. Crossover dribble, fading away. No good, and Luke with the rebound. Sajic near midcourt, calling out the play. Goes right. Back now, it's Luke. He'll put it up from downtown, no good. Battling for it, it's Kalambe. They fall to the ground, and the referees, like you said, Jason, letting them play. Lots of contact down there, fighting for position and rebounding, and it'll be TBA basketball.
Yeah, it's been that way pretty much all week long. I mean, generally speaking, we've had some great officiating, a couple of calls in crunch time that, you know, were painful and hard to swallow, but generally speaking, very highly officiated event. And really, like, all you can ask for is consistency, and we've definitely been consistent with that, where they allow them to play. They know this is high-level basketball. Not a lot of ticky-tack fouls called out there.
As Khan checks in for TBA. Acott off the inbounds, a three, no good, and Dute with the offensive rebound, another opportunity for CTA. Luke from beyond the arc, and that one falls for CTA.
You knew that was good the minute he released it. That was clean from the jump. Oh,
and there he is on defense.
That it was, for me yesterday, it was Ali White, Teslock Luke, and Enoch Colombe. Really the three players that, to me, just surprised me, but I guess we shouldn't be surprised right now. CTA just seems to grow these guys on a farm and bring them out whenever they need them. Oh, you're going to graduate 6 of your top 9 guys? It's okay, I got 6 more.
In the lane, that one drops Jahan. Here is Luke driving all the way off glass. Masters for TBA. Masters inside, Khan, Sajic back out. It's Masters who drives, runner in the lane, drops for 2. 30-23 now, 7-point ball game, back and forth affair. Sajic, Kalambe. Finds Acott inside, loses it, and Khan picks it up for TBA. Masters.
Shoot that.
Thought about it.
I was just thinking that for a team that hasn't been able to get it going offensively, Marcus Masters at this point should be looking for a shot.
And Acott the other way, lays it in. A beautiful feed from Luke up ahead. Jahan, Khan, right back to Khan. It's Masters in the corner, 7 to shoot. He'll put up the 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Masters.
It's my first time doing color commentary, but wish I could be in Marcus Masters' head right now, because I think he had that nice floater in the lane, passed up a 3 that resulted in a turnover, and then hit a 3 right there. I think at this point of the game, Marcus Masters, who likes to facilitate, but can, I mean, he put up 40 points in the NPA championship tournament last year in a losing cause. He can do that. I think he just prefers to facilitate, but there's times with this team needs him to score.
And we'll see what kind of Masters we'll get in this ball game. Kalambe spins in the lane, back out. It's Luke on the baseline. Lots of contact and finishes through it. 34-26. Ball goes out of bounds and it'll be CTA basketball. Akot. Sajic, no hesitation from beyond the arc, and he drills it home. Forcing a timeout by TBA. They're stuck 11, 37-26, 6:06 to play in this opening half. We'll be right back.
There's one thing I've seen from Kellen Tynes. That guy is not afraid. Very calm under pressure. It's so good in traffic.
Coast to coast on that one.
Kellen Tynes, basket plus the foul.
Kellen Tynes to get on the blow-by.
Ooh, tough take. You know what? I'm done calling them tough takes. I think for Kellen Tynes, it's easy. He is making this a regular occurrence.
Pick in the pocket, Tynes.
Kellen Tynes picking pockets and finishing.
Tynes from deep. Tynes, triple.
He's on the left side, finishes with his right hand, able to just get enough on it.
Welcome back inside Notre Dame High School, the NPA Central National Session. It's TBA, it's CTA, and CTA has a 37-26 lead. Golazade, step back, his 3 ball, no good, and Dute with the rebound. Sajic. Put it on a move, spins into the lane, goes up, leaves it short, and Dute with the offensive rebound. His shot's off the mark. Then it's blocked, but he is fouled and will head to the line for 2 shots.
Really like Stagic's game.
Yes.
Even when he misses, like the confidence that it is movements. Everything is purposeful, no wasted movements. That's what you want from your point guard, right? None of those little 2-foot passes, none of those dribbling to nowhere.
First free throws off the mark by Ndute. Second one drops for the big man.
7-footer out of Ottawa, 2019.
Masters, the pressure is on. Gives it up on Pofo. Gets it right back on Pofo inside to Khan, but the ball's batted out of bounds. And it will be TBA basketball, 5:21 to go here in the opening half. 38-26, it's a 12-point ball game for TBA. Masters has to get it in bounds, does to Khan. Pofo has 10 on the shot clock. Inside, back out, Khan thought about it. 1 dribble, 2 ball, no good. Batted around inside and finished by DeWall.
So much size in this TBA squad. They should really be crashing that offensive glass.
Acott drives, gets that one blocked, stays with it, battling for it, and it's picked up by Ampofo. Good defensive stop by TBA.
They need a stop followed by a basket, or they're just not going to be able to keep it going.
Masters is 3, no good. Weak side rebound, Sajic, and they'll push it up. It's a 3-on-3 the other way. Kalambe finishes right at the rim. And, you know, I call his name a lot on both ends of the floor, Jason. Then I look down to my paper, and he's in the class of 2021. Yeah. Lots of growing, lots of basketball still to be played for this kid.
Interesting future for him, that's for sure. Who was that?
Kalambe with a 3.
Back-to-back solid games. The name's going to be found on a lot of scouting reports going forward.
Masters in transition inside. Grenwall can't finish. Acott picks it up. Here is Kalambe. Sidesteps his defender, and the reverse layup is good.
I think that's a little 7-0 Enoch run.
Hero stepping his way to the rack with the reverse for 2.
It's a 17-point lead. You kind of had that feeling. It was sitting at 9 and 11, and you just had this feeling CTA was about to put the gas pedal down. That's exactly what happened. And I really go back to TBA had an opportunity there. Masters passed up that shot. And that really turned things around. CTA was able to keep the momentum on their side. That's off. That's well off.
Way off the mark with the 3 ball is Saunders. As Dyke checks in for CTA. Sajic receiving instructions from head coach Tony House. Chaudhry, 3 ball rattles in. You gotta put a hand in his face and a body on him to really shoot the basketball.
You cannot pick up your dribble against Canada TopFlight Academy.
No,
they will swallow you up.
Grenwall spins, goes up off glass to end the CTA run.
Really like that, and I don't want to look ahead, but TBA plays Saskatoon Basketball Academy tomorrow. That is going to be a great matchup. And Sammy D from downtown.
51-30, it's a 21-point game for CTA, getting everything they want on the offensive side of the basketball. In the corner, the 3 is up, no good. Sajic with the rebound, up ahead. All the way, can't get it to go, but he is fouled and will head to the line for 2 shots. Substitutions for both teams here. As Acott and Okenji check in. Sajic is at the free throw line for 2 shots. He's had himself a good first half, but you could say that about anyone on this team right now, Jason, as the free throws off the mark.
Canada TopFlight Academy had yet to play an MPA game, and really in Canada they had some exhibition games. They went down to the States mostly and played some very high-level competition, and hadn't really been able to put together too much. So a lot of people here in Canada didn't know what to expect. They're obviously defending champs, but there was a lot of questions on what they had this year, and I think they've answered all those questions because they didn't have the easiest of matchups for this Central National session.
Finished inside with a layup, Duwall, as 52-32 now, approaching the final 2 minutes in the opening half. Dubinsky behind the back. Okenji, it's Moose attacking behind the back in the lane, goes up off glass. Khan across the timeline for TBA. Back out, 3 balls up, and that one drops for the first time tonight. Lacroix is in the game, and he hits it from deep.
It's Caillou.
I'm old enough to know that.
Thank you. I was hoping so.
Moose attacks, gets it taken away, and it's Ray. Caillou once again. Lacroix back-to-back threes. The super sub hits 2 from beyond the arc. 54-38, 110 to go in the opening half.
You hear the TBA bench once again engaged.
Chowdhury, Okenji sidesteps back out. Dubinsky in the corner. Moose, he'll put it up from downtown and hit it. It's a deep 2. Official put up his hand with a 2, so not a 3. 45 seconds to go, 56-38. This one will be a 3. That one is off the mark. Rebounded by Lacroix, excuse me. And it's a walk.
I was going to correct your French there for a second. Although it's your second language, I got to grade 10 French.
As Pofo checks in for TBA. 34 seconds remaining in this one. It's an 18-point ball game, 56-38. Dubinsky for CTA. Here is Moose, who just hit that corner jumper. Moose. Dubinsky goes baseline, and he is fouled, and Pofo is limping. He probably took a knee, probably a Charlie horse. CTA plays aggressive style of basketball when they're attacking the paint.
And as a result of that, they will be shooting free throws to the final 22 seconds.
At the free throw line, Dubinsky misses the first one.
And Pofo headed into the training room to have that knee looked at.
Dubinsky splits them. 23 seconds to go in the half. Up across, midcourt, 57-38. CTA leads, and the ball goes out of bounds off Khan's fingertips.
11.4 seconds remaining in the
11 seconds to go as Dubinsky will inbound for CTA.
And there was a point
Chowdhury.
They were hoping to get down to single digits, and now they're hoping to keep it within 20 as TBA.
Dubinsky will have to put it up, and it is blocked as Dyke actually got to it, threw it up, but couldn't convert. And at the end of the first half, CTA leads TBA 57-38. We'll be back with second half action.
TopFlight Academy have went back to back.
on this kid is on another level.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And there's Tynes again, Caleb Suey.
He split a pair of defenders, finessed his way around another that was looking to draw a charge. Finished with a nice kiss off the window.
Great body control.
I'm Denzel Cummins. I'm mic'd up for Northwood Hoops. I'm mic'd up, so. Nice guy, I'm mic'd up.
Start in Virginia with pin downs. Let's start it on Jakucha's side, and let's get the ball swung. We're not gonna. Let's not be predictable.
We got one game. Let's go. All out. Straight up. Bang up the armor. Got 6. 1, 2, 3.
Charge, yeah! Good job, boy. Good boy.
Shocking. It's shocking if they missed him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're playing right.
Oh, my fault.
Next time you see Josh, you tell him one more.
Okay. Listen, when you're running flex, keep on coming, because that's what I was looking for.
We're running that again. You were wide open.
So, hey, 13's going core. Power.
Now we've gone small.
Yeah.
We've gone small. So now we're looking to pump fake and see if we can drive it if we don't get open shots. So we're in power right now.
Hey, in power. Charge! Oh! Good, hey, it's a good. You good. Good job. I want you up.
Where's the play called?
22.
Yeah, that's what I call.
Yeah, but you got to tell Bonehead to find his best shooter. In the corner, he was wide open.
Ain't no more playing around. I ain't playing around no more. Eight seconds. Yeah. Audrey, come here. That's you. That's what I mean. Good job. Read it. You have to read it. It's not a play. It's a read.
Just go dribble entry and let's get it into Josh.
Josh, look at me. Get up and dunk it. He cannot handle you. Purple. I'm in front of him. He's legit grabbing me, throwing me.
Because you're getting into his body. Get off his body. Right here, he can't grab you. Here, step towards me. That's all you got to do.
Good minutes, just for a bit. You got 4. Just for a bit. Good minutes.
They can't handle you. They can't handle you.
End this game.
Yo, let's go. Oh yeah! Go! Oh yeah! Nah, Matt, stand up when he hits a shot. When he hits the shot, Matt, get abs.
Don't worry.
Gas.
Shot. Get the ball. Yes, buddy.
Oh yeah, Steph.
Hey!
Casey done? I know, man. Hey, look at this guy. Look at this guy, man. You know what you're doing, man.
He's up next.
Hi, I'm Brandon Talbot. I'm mic'd up for Northwood Hoops. Hey, yo. Right from the start, the whole time.
Same thing, yo.
Let's go.
Going over.
Go, white team. Yo, let's just play, bro. For real.
Let's play our game.
Yo, energy, no quiet stuff, bro. Hey, you good? Come here, Pete. Nope. Talk. Oh, come on, bro. Go to him. He's good. Hey, see you on the kick. You good though. Keep driving. Keep going in the middle. Hey, let's get in. Let's go. Hey, Malik, let's get in. Let's go. Come get me. I got help. We good. Here comes my way. I got you. Let's go. Turn up.
You're fine. Don't settle for the 3. Don't settle.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready whenever, coach. Make them. I'm coming. Move it. Come get me.
Ice it.
What we need to do is take care of our own stuff. Part of it is, yes, we need to get back on defense. Another part is play our game offensively.
Let's go.
All right? 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Energy.
Let's go.
Hey, 6-point game. It's light. Let's go. Hey, yo, start making cuts to the basket. I'll find you, bro. Cross screens. Board. Get to Jordan. Yeah. Damn, finally. Just get a paint touch and shots are open or back doors, anything. No way, Red. Oh my gosh. Good shot. I feel you. I'm having the same game. But we're winning. Let's keep it going. Oh, foul. Good job. Yep. Get up. Good job.
And take your time on the
Hey, look at me. Hit these, all right? Hit these right now. Boom, let's go. Pull away right now. Our game. Just pass it around. We don't need a dribble. Yeah. Because, yo, if there's 3 seconds left and you just hold it, they're going to have to foul. Come on, 3 seconds. Come on. Hey, yo, come on. It's for the championship.
Close out off the line so they can't shoot.
Yeah, close off the lines. Don't give them no space, but don't foul. Hey, I got the shooter. I got 11.
Shoot it.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go, boy! Let's go, man!
Take notes.
Wow. AJ Lawson.
AJ Lawson erasing it at the rim.
EJ is going to take that, and this is going to be 2. The AJ Lawson way. One-handed slam.
Really seems like he can carve up this court and just.
Welcome back to the NPA Central National Session here in the nation's capital. We have TBA, we have CTA, and CTA, the home team, leads 57-38. They're in the gold and red. TBA is in the black, white, and silver. As we have a foul on the floor, aggressive play there, right to the rim is Golazade, and it will remain with TBA, Jason. And it was a tight first half, back and forth. CTA built a lead. What does TBA have to do to come back into this one and try to have a chance to take home the win?
I think the same thing the head coach Michael Jackman said at the beginning of the game. Like, they had the scouting report. They knew what they were facing, but his guys needed to come out engaged and focused. And there were stretches where things were good, but I don't know. You would figure Enoch Colombe was on the scouting report, and they have not been able to do anything to stop him.
Nothing. In transition, he has a little burst of speed, and he is so hard to stop. Behind the back, pump fake. Here's Khan, baseline, who goes up and finishes strong with 2 hands.
It's interesting, we saw TBA struggle offensively, and they've come out decent in this second half, but the coaching staff immediately said, get back on D. This is what you need to see from TBA, getting out in the open floor and scoring. And I sincerely think Marcus Masters needs to find his way and find his shot because they need a spark offensively.
Here's Kalambe sizing up his defender. Spins. Back out. It's Akot who'll put it up from downtown. That one is short. And Masters picks it up. 59-44 for CTA. All the way, kicks it out. Glazade can't keep it in bounds, and it's a turnover. Luke will inbound for CTA to Akot, who will bring it up across the timeline. Akot in the corner. Chowdhury drives, swings it. Sajic trying to create some space. Kalambe from straight on 3, no good. Ball's batted around. Chowdhury picks it up. Sajic drives, goes up, no good, and the rebound is taken by the wall. Here is Masters. Finds the wall. Inside, blows it. Second and third chance. Gets it to drop, and he'll be rewarded with an extra shot.
I think Marcus Masters said, did you see that dime I just dropped to you on the bounce pass? How next time finish it first time? Give me an assist. I guess DeWall wanted to grab the rebound as well and
have
a chance.
Stats.
Yeah, have a chance at the 3-point play.
And here is the free throw. No good.
TBA's missed an awful lot of free throws today.
Sajic up ahead. Luke behind the back dribble. Here is Kalambe. He's been aggressive getting to the rim and does that again.
I mean, TBA is still in this game, but until they can figure out a way to stop Enoch Kalambe, this game is done.
As Khan gets called for a carry. CTA with possession of the basketball. 61-46 is their lead. 7:20 here in the third quarter. Sajic. Akot sizing up his defender, loses it. Masters up ahead to Khan, who lays it in for 2.
Transition, transition, transition. That is how TBA is going to get back into this game.
Luke crossover dribble, trying to create some space. Kalambe around the end. Dute screen all the way to the hole. No good. They're battling for it inside. It goes out of bounds, and it's TBA basketball. Masters gets it right back. Masters all the way, and is met by Andute, who swats him. And Jason, he could have used the dime there and dropped it off to his teammate for an easy 2.
All right, my mistake. I guess he shouldn't be looking for a shot. Well, when you're taking out a 7-footer, it's a little bit more difficult, and that is deep.
Off the mark, and Kalambe, the ball is loose. Sajic picks it up, throws it up to Akot, who throws it down with 2 hands.
The Dragon to Akot, alley-oop connect.
63-48, 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. That one's off the mark as Akot picks it up.
Ooh.
Sajic back out. Kalambe thought about it, drives in, inside, and that's picked off. We have a foul on Akot after that highlight alley-oop slam. Seen a few of those across the last few days here inside Notre Dame. A lot actually from Beast with Mayan down low.
Yeah. one of the lone bright spots for that squad is man-man, and he's, an interesting piece, has a lot of years left in his high school eligibility. A Calgary native. It'd be interesting to see how he continues to expand his game, and I think he's the type of guy, much like I've been saying about TBA, and I guess a lot of this age group is staying engaged in the game. When you're not scoring, or you don't have the ball in your hand, or you're not throwing down an alley-oop, what else are you doing?
Are you moving your feet on defense? Are you playing the passing lanes? Are you communicating on that end? Shots up, no good by Luke. And Masters will bring it up for TBA as their staff is telling them to go, go, go. Here is Masters all the way. Ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be CTA basketball off Masters. He's looking for a foul call and won't get it.
And you hear head coach Michael Jackman saying next play, and that, that's the one thing with Marcus Masters, the body language. He's a leader on the floor, the way he plays. I think sometimes he gets a little bit inside of his own emotions. And as a point guard, that's trouble because your team's going to feed off that.
And that one is rejected by Akot, and him and Khan stare each other down, and Dute gets in there with a shove. I like the emotion out there and the trash talking on the basketball court.
You like a little bit of fire. I'm never a big fan of the second guy that comes in unless you're coming in to stick up for a teammate who's maybe undersized or something along that line. But
and we'll stay with TBA. They have 12 on the shot clock. They're down by 13, 63-50, 4:32 in this ball game. Golazade, who's been quiet in this third quarter, gets that one to go inside.
Amir has really been battling a tough 24 hours as you try to juggle being a student athlete at this level, writing his SATs, playing some high-level basketball games. He wanted to make sure he put his energy into his studies, which he did, but as a result, cut into some sleep time.
Masters inside, and he is called for the walk. And we have a timeout by CTA. They're up 11 with 4:01 to go, 63-52. We'll be back.
Look around the room, someone you don't know is watching you, and someone's gonna talk about you after this, and you want them to be able to say the right thing, and that'll help send you in the right direction.
Our guys are here for 7 in the morning training because they want it. Let your game talk, right? That's what game speaks means. 2, 3, game speaks.
Can't wait to see the slow motion commercial of our NPA head coaches in their custom-made, made-to-measure suits as Indochino has gotten on board as the official outfitter of the National Preparatory Association. All of our head coaches will be suited up and wearing them at NPA Nationals March 20th through 23rd at Sheridan College in Brampton. And also, all of our NPA award winners will also be given the customized suit experience you get at Indochino. And really quick, promo code HOOPS online gets you a custom-made suit. Even you, Elias, can get it for just $469 plus tax. Custom-made suit, everything you could want in a suit.
I know what website I'm visiting tonight.
Indochino.com. 8-point lead now. To get back to game action.
3:30 to go as TBA's been on a little of a run here in this third quarter. Sajic taking it all the way, but Khan, great defense, getting his hand in there as Golazade all the other way. Lays it in with the left, coast to coast after picking up that loose ball. Kalambe trying to answer for CTA, gives it up to Luke. Luke drives, goes up, no good. And Dute with the offensive rebound, can't get it to go, but he'll head to the free throw line for 2 shots.
TBA is stuck around. And you know eventually Amir Golazade is going to get it going. Nice transition basket there. TBA, one of the few teams in this league that can hang with the size of CTA at so many different positions. Really only giving up size at the point guard spot with Marcus Masters, but what he lacks in the height, he makes up for in heart. When I see Masters, I see a little bit of like a Kyle Lowry to him.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, not at that level, but I'm talking about the heart, hustle, and the way he'll take on all challenges.
As Ndute splits the free throws. Masters. Golazade thought about it. Here's Khan.
It's a good thing Amir didn't try that shot. I don't think his coach would have appreciated that.
And
I think you're going to see the calls starting to even themselves out right now.
Foul down low on Ndute.
A reminder again that CTA is without Moonreath, the top player in the 2021 class, out with the shoulder injury. That's obviously a huge loss for the defending back-to-back NPA champions.
Loose ball picked up by Sajic. Here's Kalambe, and Khan strips him, but he's on the baseline, so it will remain with CTA. 64-57, 2:38 remaining in the third quarter. Luke. Sajic, here is Kalambe.
Oh, I haven't said his name for a while, huh?
Yeah. Spins. And that one is a turnover picked up by Masters for TBA. Puts on a move. Khan trailing the play. It's a 3-ball, short, no good. Sajic with the rebound. Kalambe. Dubinsky drives, and he is fouled. Acott will check back in. Fouls on Khan.
Guess who's checking in for TBA?
Lacroix.
It's Caillou.
It definitely is.
I was hoping
it for you.
I was okay.
I left it for you.
I was teeing you up.
Dubinsky to inbound, and Lacroix had a good spurt there in the second quarter for this team off the bench, as Luke is fouled and will head to the line for 2 shots. Came in, hit a couple of threes, got a steal. So let's see if he can bring that same energy here in this third quarter. 2:03 remain. 64-57 CTA. Tight ball game. Free throw's good. The first one drops by Luke. Second one is up, no good. Golazade brings down the rebound and will bring it up himself to Masters. Masters inside. Scoop layup off glass around the defender. Nifty move.
Marcus Masters showing us a little something here.
Acott. A minute 30 in this third quarter, 65-59. It's Acott drives, he gets it blocked, ball is loose, it's picked up by TBA. Here's Golazade. All the way, finishes, and it's called a charge. Dyke taking that one, and what a momentum shift there. Could have been a 3-point play. Instead, it's a charge. And it'll be CTA basketball as Chowdhury checks in for Sajic.
– 50-50 call went the way of CTA right there.
Luke. Putting his defender on skates a little bit. Goes up, no good. Battling for it. Good position down low by Saunders and comes away with it. Here's Masters. In the corner, Golazade pump fakes his defender, drives all the way to the hole and finishes.
We got a 4-point ball game with 1 minute left here, folks.
Akot, Dubinsky, Chowdhury, head fakes, Luke from beyond the arc. No good, Masters with the rebound. And TBA pushing it the other way. All the way to the hole and finishes it is Masters.
Trying to find a nickname for Marcus. I don't know what it is, but he has a smile on his face. He is getting after it right now.
Akot. Crossover dribble, step back, three. Goes in, and then he stares down the defender. Akot, CTA needed something, and he delivered. 5-point game. Golazade attacks all the way, is fouled, and will head to the line for 2 shots.
13.2 to go here in the third quarter. Both teams in the bonus. I mean, considering what we were looking at halftime, TBA has to be ecstatic at where they are right now. But I'll tell you this, if they end up losing by 2 or 3 points, they can look directly at the free throw statistic on why.
As Golazade misses the first attempt, second one drops. Luke with 10 seconds to go in the quarter, 68-64. Luke, 5 seconds, Akot. Akot will put it up from downtown, is fouled, and will head to the line for 3 shots. Not a good foul by Golazade there as the time was winding down here in the third quarter.
To the line.
And Akot will be at the line for 3.
Akot, really an up and down player. At some points he can look like an absolute game changer. Other times just kind of disappears. I believe it was this time last year that he picked up an offer from Tulane. I believe it was in Ottawa at that session. It was one of our NPA sessions. And it was very interesting to kind of see from there some of the challenges he faced. And again, at this session is another example where, you know, he had looked amazing in some games, and other times for stretches he just kind of disappears into the background.
2 free throws off the mark. He'll have his third attempt right here.
Just waiting on the clock to be reset to the correct time.
1.1 remains here in the third quarter. It's been all TBA in the third to bring this game to single digits. 68-64 is the lead.
Suspenseful to watch this clock
Yeah.
click down. They better stop it on time, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's supposed to be 1.1.
If they go past, I'm not waiting for this again. Stop.
1.5. And they'll take it. A 0.4 extra. Akot at the line for attempt number 3. And that one's off the mark. And thrown up from behind the net. Good awareness.
That would have been special.
As Luke misses it. At the end of 3, it's a 4-point ball game. It's going to be an exciting final quarter. 68-64. CTA leads TBA.
He's got the answer.
That boy's not messing around, Tarek.
another quality win for Notre Dame to move them to 2-0 here in Ontario. As Fofo says, Wilcox, Saskatchewan is in the house.
Adefalarin Adadagan is doing it from every part of the floor right now.
I remember, I was just like Miami Beach song. Whenever there's a drought, get your umbrellas out because that's when I brainstorm. I remember, I was just like you. I remember, I was just like you.
Back inside Notre Dame High School in the nation's capital, Lysel Zane alongside Jason Thomas. The fourth and final quarter of a close one. Jason, 68-64. CTA leads TBA as Chowdhury puts up a three, no good, and rebounded by Saunders. It's Caillou in the lane, can't get it to go, but he'll head to the line for 2 shots.
When I initially saw the rosters for these teams, there was, I'm an old school broadcaster. I like good handles, as I call them. I like good names. When that one came across my my desk, I was like, I'm going to be able to have some fun with this.
First one's off the mark.
Although I don't have that French-Canadian accent that I don't quite have what you have. It's you really have to work hard to try to get that, so it comes natural to you.
Second one is good. It's now a 3-point ball game as Chowdhury has it. Off to Luke, who will bring it up across midcourt. Stutter steps all the way, loses it. It goes out of bounds, but it will be CTA basketball. Chowdhury to inbound with 16 on the shot clock. It's Akot who goes baseline. Pump fakes inside. Beautiful dish to Luke, who finishes it.
And generally speaking, it just seems defensively TBA seem to be a little slow to get to things on the weak side. Is where they get beaten regularly.
Masters, three's off the mark. Luke with the rebound. He'll bring it up himself for CTA. Sajic, Chowdhury, baseline, jumper, drops. Chowdhury just has that step and very comfortable shooting it off the dribble. Very, very comfortable. In the corner, Khan, his three's up, off the mark, Sajic, and this is the CTA basketball that they were playing in that first half. Akot dumps it off to Luke and he lays it in. 74-65, they turn on the Jets here in the fourth quarter. Masters, Khan, can't miss it. Sajic, up ahead, it's Chowdhury. Stops and pops in transition from deep, can't get it to go. Akot with the rebound. And he's called for the foul, the over-the-back push from behind.
Was interesting to see how CTA can come at you in waves and do it kind of in different ways. They can do it in transition. They can do it in the half court, get after it on the glass. That's what makes them so dangerous. They really seem to be able to play any different style. And I mean, while we've seen them be tested in this session and almost give up the lead, seem to always stay on top. And I remember that from last year as well, and it was the same as in the championship game against GTA Prep. Elias, look at those quick hands.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Saving our stream master, Tristan Jones, who has been an absolute MVP of our team, just soldiering through this 25-game session, along with Tristan Trumpour.
And the putback is good by Golazade. Chowdhury creating space, and it's an offensive foul. 74-67.
Also want to shout out Jason Ramroot. Riz, of course, Elias has been here on the broadcast along with Ryan Greco, Josh Delore, who has been absolutely slaying on the social media side of things. Got to follow us up on this thing that they call Instagram. Supposedly the kids like it, and Josh is very good at it. Of course, on Twitter as well. Then Mike Dotto has been up here as well, and I can tell you this, coming out of this session in the weeks and months to follow, you are going to see so much high-level content coming out of the NPA. It is going to be absolutely outstanding. So definitely keep it locked.
Yeah, of course, great follow on all platforms. Golazade is called for a charge. And that's his 5th foul with 7:54 to go. That's a lot of time to be without one of your key players. And he had Lacroix in the corner, but elected to take it himself. And he did not win himself and missed it. And here's Lacroix with the steal. The other way is foul. And we'll head to the line for 2 shots.
Also want to mention Nick Zeffi, our junior scout, who is with us all day, went and checked out another local tournament here in Ottawa. You know, just because we run the NPA doesn't mean we're not everywhere else we can be. Also, Michaela Richer, Ottawa native, up here with us right now, checking into the gym, the support.
Second one trickles in for Lacroix, 74-68 now. How does TBA try to come back in this one without Golazade, who has fouled out? Dubinsky in the corner, Luke. Dubinsky, they swing it around, Chowdhury calling for a screen. Chowdhury behind the back, Chowdhury. And that ball's deflected. Dubinsky gathers, puts it up, no good, and Sajic gets it right back. Chowdhury in the corner, 3-ball off the mark, and it's rebounded by TBA. And it's a blocking foul on Dubinsky. Jahuan getting a step ahead. And it's going to be 2 shots.
It's been a physical affair.
CTA's in foul trouble in this quarter. That's their 15th foul, so it's shots the rest of the way for TBA.
So
they have missed free throws, but now one way to get back in this game with the time stopped is at the line.
And even though it's felt to be a little bit one-sided, as we've been hearing the TBA bench upset at the officials, I mean, you're right. It is CTA that has themselves up at 5 team fouls, so it goes both ways, even though it doesn't quite feel like that.
Sajic across midcourt, behind the back. Luke, he'll put it up from downtown, no good. Masters with the rebound. 4-point ball game, 74-70, under 7 to play. In the corner, 3-ball is up. That one's off to Mark. Chowdhury cleans it up for CTA. Dubinsky, no hesitation from deep, no good. Rebound by Saunders. Here's Masters.
CTA about to bring their big dogs back into the game. Enoch Colombe and Luala sitting over there like caged animals ready to come back in, but Marcus Masters is saying, all right, my running mate Amir Golazade is out. It's time for me to take the ball in my hands and go. Cutting the lead to 2, and he's getting after it on D.
Dubinsky, Luke, Chowdhury, and he is fouled.
More feet, less arms, right? More feet, less arms.
Head coach Michael Jackman right on the money there. More feet, less arms defensively, because it was an easy call for the ref when you swing your arm at the offensive player. I mean, it's kind of hard not to blow the whistle at that point.
Akon. And he's called for a carry. It's a turnover. And Khan checks in for TBA.
Little offense, defense for TBA right now in their substitutions.
Masters in the lane. Inside, floater, no good. Battling for it, it goes out of bounds. It will stay with TBA.
Jahan at the baseline there calling out a play. I mean, TBA can pull back to the even for the first time since the opening seconds. Masters.
Inside to Khan, who backs down. Falling away, in and out, no good. And Sajic with the rebound. He'll push it up. He has Kalambe, who goes up, loses it. And it's Jahan the other way for TBA. And he is fouled and will head to the line for 2 shots. And a chance to tie this one up with 5:21 to go, 74-72.
My neck's getting sore from consistently going to look at the scoreboard, and it's always the same. They're down 2, they're down 3, they're down 2, they're down 4.
Jahan at the free throw line. And the free throw drops. Second one in and out, no good. Akot with the rebound. 1 point ball game, Jason, 74-73, approaching the midway point of the 4th quarter. Kalambe pokes it up. Akot. Here's Chowdhury. 6 seconds, trying to create some space. Chowdhury drives, goes up, gets his own miss. Sajic, 1 dribble, inside, no good. Masters with the rebound.
Ooh,
and loses it.
I would not have tried to make that pass.
Sajic, 3 ball, no good. Akot trying to battle for it
See who's in
inside.
there battling for that board? See, Marcus Masters is putting a body on and coming down with that defensive board. Pitbull out there.
Stops, pulls up, no good. Kalambe with the rebound. Sajic to Kalambe. Inside. And passes it to Akot, who gets it to go. And 1. He'll head to the line for a chance at a 3-point play.
Can get the basket. To the line to complete the 3-point play, the CTA way. Number 14, the senior.
4:15 to go in this ball game. 76-73. Dyke, Akot, Kalambe. Kalambe drives all the way, loses it. Saunders picks it up. Jahal the other way, can't get it to go, and Akot with the rebound. Kalambe in the corner, Chowdhury 3 ball, no good. Flying in there is Akot, and it will stay, as Dyke was battling for it, it will stay with CTA with a 3-point lead, 76-73, 3:46 to go in this ballgame. Frantic pace, back and forth. Jason, gotta love this.
It's been outstanding, and it's just, you know, TBA cannot get over the hump, but CTA has not been able to provide that dagger, and here's Marcus Masters in transition.
And he lays it in for 2. Akot drives in the corner. 3 ball is up, no good, too much on it. And Akot is called for a foul down low.
Free throws going the other way now for all the calls we've seen, and is that Lual out with 5 now?
And we have a timeout on the floor. It's a 1-point game with 3:23 to play, 76-75. CTA leads TBA. We'll be back in this exciting ball game.
Top Flight Academy have went back to back.
It's been such a phenomenal season. The fan base has been tremendous across Canada.
We're telling our guys, listen, man, you got to be ready to play and compete because these guys want it.
I don't want to say bad blood, but competitive spirit is going to be front and center here today.
We work hard, we play for each other, and then when we come here for venues like this, we go to war.
Oh, Elijah Fisher!
Everyone's trying to prove themselves. Everyone's trying to show that they're better than other people.
Go forward. You're going to be a beast at the next level.
Back inside Notre Dame High School, 3:23 to go as the first free throw trickles in. And we have ourselves a tie ball game for the first time in a while, Jason. Can Saunders give the lead to TBA? And he does just that. 77-76, 3:20 to go in this ball game. Sajic around the screen. Another one. Kalambe drives inside, goes up in the lane, and the friendly roll.
That's who you would expect has to get the shots down the stretch is Ninok Kalambe, who's really been quiet in the second half, and now with Luella caught out with foul trouble.
Masters drives. Here's Saunders, takes it himself. Good vertical leap by Dyke, and Sajic picks up the loose ball up ahead to Chowdhury, who goes up and finishes with a layup.
That was a very dangerous Sammy Jahan play defensively. He jumped with him, had no chance of blocking that shot. Refs could have called that a foul. You got to be smart. With under 2:30 left, you have to be smart.
Jahal will head to the free throw line.
And the other thing I found interesting was, Kendall Saunders, who's been like silent this entire game, taking at the rim, trying to get a basket. I mean, you're not the guy right now. You've been silent all game with 2.5 left. Now's not the time for you to try to find your offensive game. I mean, I would love to see Caillou Lacroix get another opportunity from range. You got a Sean Kahn out there who's been solid this entire season. And then, of course, Marcus Masters. You have options out there on the floor.
Sajic, 1 point lead for CTA, 80-79. They have possession of the ball. 2:15 to go. Sajic falls to the ground, gets it between Khan's legs to Kalambe. Chowdhury has 5 seconds to shoot. Chowdhury will put it up from downtown. No good. In and out. Khan with the rebound. Masters around the screen to the hole and swatted from behind by Luke. Chowdhury. Kalambe checks his footing, drives, goes up, and gets it to go off glass. 82-79, 3-point ball game. 1:40 to play. Jahal puts on a move in the paint, falling away. Tough shot, no good. It's battled for inside, picked up by Luke for CTA.
I don't mind that shot from Jahan. Looked good coming out of the hand.
Kalambe, Sajic, 10 to shoot. Sajic drives the lane with the left, no good, gets his own miss, goes up again off the mark, and TBA, it's out of bounds. It will be CTA basketball. 107 remaining in this ball game, this back and forth affair. 82-79 is the lead. 3-point ball game. CTA has possession with the lead. It goes out of bounds. And it will be TBA. Great defense by Khan there, forcing that turnover on the inbounds pass.
Really seemed like TBA was on the wrong end of so many of those types of calls to this point. I think they were happy to see one go their way. We got a minute left in this barn burner.
Masters, here's Khan. He drives inside around Kalambe. No good. Tip is also off the mark. Luke secures the rebound. Sajic telling his players to go up, and he'll bring it up across midcourt to Luke. 40 seconds. TBA needs a stop. 3-point ball game. Luke putting on the moves. Inside. Acrobatic finish right at the rim. Masters will bring it up across midcourt for TBA. They need to go. They need to go in a hurry. Inside, goes up. Time is stopped. He'll get 2 shots. 84-79 with 23 seconds to go. We'll have a timeout. CTA leads, but when we come back, it'll be Masters at the line for 2 shots.
Hi, I'm Brandon Talbot. I'm mic'd up for Northwell Hoop. Hey, yo, right from the start, the whole time.
Same thing, yo.
Let's go.
Going over, yo. Go, white team!
Yeah, yo, let's just play, bro. For real.
Let's play our game.
Yo, energy, no quiet stuff, bro. Hey, you good? Come here, Pete. Come here, Pete. Give me that. Nope. Talk. Oh, come on, bro. Go to him. He's good. Hey, see you on the kick. You good, though. Keep driving. Keep going in the middle. Hey, let's get in. Let's go. Hey, Malik, let's get in. Let's go. Come get me.
Back inside Notre Dame High School, Isel's in alongside Jason Tom as Masters is at the free throw line, makes the first one to cut it down to 4.
One of the better free throw shooters on this team is Marcus Masters.
Second free throw is up. That one too strong, no good. Luke with the rebound. Chowdhury. Sajic across the timeline. It's Dyke. And they foul Dyke with 12.6 seconds to go in a 4-point game. Fouls on Khan. Kalambe will inbound the basketball for CTA. Into Sajic. And he is fouled. And that'll be 2 free throws for the point guard.
Kind of feel like TBA has just run out of time on this one. They did take a lead here in the 4th quarter.
They also should have fouled right away because they weren't. CTA wasn't in the bonus, so you got to give up a foul. You had a foul to give.
I think the big
they waited
thing,
too long.
And I think the big thing too, and I think a lot of our players are finding out, is like you got to be up to date on your FIBA rules. You know, making a play on the ball when you do have those intentional fouls, because it's a little bit different than what they watch on TV in the NBA. Oh, missed them both.
Sajic misses them both, and here is Masters.
Gonna have to pull up, try to draw a foul.
In the lane, can't get it to go, and Kalambe with the rebound. And that is the end of the ball game. CTA wins a close one, 84-80.
And head coach Michael Jackman bringing the boys in, doesn't want them to hang their heads. And that's what he's saying. We battled back. You have to be proud of yourself. Long season ahead, and we still have 2 games ahead of us tonight. Elias, North Star, and Crestwood up next in about 22 minutes' time. Please come back. Elias will be here along with Ryan Greco. Stay with us.